So, well, I played Runebound, Mists of Senaga. Yeah, I didn't actually get to finish here. I'm gonna make this a little quick intro, and then I'm gonna upload a video of the gameplay just for you to see. But yeah, I either misread the rules or I have found some really strange rule interactions here. Something that made for miserable gameplay, just miserable gameplay. And keep in mind, I did this for like 2 hours before I decided I just have to quit. But if you are not familiar with the Mists of Senaga, basically you have this roaming monster track down here, and then you have these ritual tokens, and you have these rituals which you complete with these ritual tokens. So when you complete either a challenge out on the board, or if you complete a roaming challenge here, you take these ritual tokens and you place them on the corresponding icon on the rituals. And then after you have done this, completed 3 rituals, you awaken a god. And I awakened Herodin the Stalker here. What that means is, for the consequent rituals that you complete, you have to both resolve the ritual effect and resolve an omen effect from the god. I opted to play with this additional rule which adds 2 ritual tokens on each challenge that you draw, and this I actually encountered a almost never-ending loop that I went through. So what happens is, if you have 6 monsters here on the track and you have to add a 7th monster, you knock off this leftmost monster, but then you have to take these tokens and place them on the rituals. So what happened to me was I got to that point and then I discarded this leftmost monster. I placed these, completing a ritual which added triggered both an effect here on the card and then triggered the omen effect. And the omen effect of Herodin is to place a new monster on the track here. But I already had 6, so I had to knock off yet another monster, and that monster completed yet another ritual which added yet another omen effect, and it went on and on and on, and I died. Each time I tried to do something, I died, because these omen effects are: all heroes take 1 wound and then add a challenge to the roaming track. So after 4 of these, my character died, and then I respawned, or I got knocked out and I respawned at a town, and then I went to do yet another challenge. And this happened again, because once you complete a challenge out on the board, you don't actually take from this track. You take another monster from the monster stacks here at the or the adventure stacks here at the left. So this meant that for every monster that I defeated, I triggered this cascade of never-ending spawning and never-ending wounds to my hero. So I couldn't do anything. Now, I hope that I misread the rule. As you can see here, I placed 2 tokens both here on these roaming monsters and on every challenge that I drew normally during gameplay, which means these challenges on the board here. So I hope I misread the rule. I hope that this monster roaming track only has 1 of these tokens, because that would stem the bleeding a little bit, but not a whole lot. On the other hand, I think this god is just terrible. This is impossible. I cannot see myself beating this if I have any of these rules in play while I'm trying to complete this playthrough. So I think it was a great mistake using this rule, because it got to this point where I just wanted to quit. It was the most miserable experience I've had in quite a while. So I'm gonna upload this intro here, this rambling part, me kind of letting off some steam, and I'm gonna upload a portion of the gameplay so you can see what I mean. Keep in mind that is just a portion of it. I went through it for like 2 hours and it was just completely miserable. Hopefully someone can correct me and say that I did something incorrect there. But yeah, what started it all is I completed a ritual that discarded all of these monsters and then replaced them with new ones. But what happens is when you discard, you still have to place these tokens. So I discarded 5 monsters here, having to place 10 tokens on my rituals, and they just cascaded into new rituals, so I think, if you can see the stack here, I think I completed like 15 rituals before I had to end 2 turns. So it was just, I don't know. Like I said, I hope I did something incorrect here. I hope this is not the way it's supposed to be, or at least that this was a corner case situation, drawing these rituals together with this particular god. I don't know, I don't think the other gods have this severe effects or these severe omen effects that Herodin has, but yeah, if this is how it's meant to be played, Herodin is not going to be in the deck from now on. I will just do whatever it takes to not get Herodin, because you can affect, to some degree, you can affect what god will be placed or awakened. This is just terrible, or at least I will not be using the rule that says that to add 2 of these tokens, because this just cascaded into infinity. I mean, this was a miserable experience. So take a look at the footage, see if you can find anything that I did incorrectly. Unfortunately, the playthrough will be delayed, because if I cannot find what's wrong with these rules, I have to start over again. I think I can salvage this playthrough. It's not that bad still. I think I could salvage it if I find what's wrong with my play or my rules interpretation. If I cannot do that, I will just restart, and I will opt to not use this rule, and I will do whatever it takes to not get Herodin again, because this was just terrible, just terrible. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I just don't know what else to say. So yeah, what follows is some hilarious and pretty frustrating gameplay, but please take a look at it and tell me what I did incorrectly. I'm sure I did something incorrectly. I have to have done something incorrectly. This was just miserable. Alright, I think for the sake of my sanity and your viewing pleasure, I think I'm not gonna keep adding here. I think I have 2 more monsters to add here, but this basically this Rite of Rage actually kills me. So now my turn immediately ends. I will be knocked out, discard all of my wounds, discard all of my gold. Great. Just simply great. And then I discard all of my experience points as well. Great. I need to discard my highest costing ally or item, and these actually cost 1, so I have to discard one of these. So I will discard the Lockjaw Trap here. Place it over here. I don't get anything for this, not that it matters. And I guess, well, yeah, I guess nothing happens here either. I just discard this as well. So yeah, just have to move this 6th monster up here to the monster track, and then we are done with this horrible turn. I don't know if I resolved this correctly, but I think this is the way you do it. The other way would be to just replace the monsters, resolve this basically, discard everything, add it to the rituals up there like I did, and then add new monsters, and then after that, if there are any excess monsters, you resolve those. But I don't know, I think this is the way you do it, because those rituals actually add stuff to the board while you are resolving them. So I think I did this correctly. I just don't know if I'm knocked out. I don't know if this is how it ends. If I need to keep resolving this the ritual cards, because normally you don't do that in the base game. If you are knocked out by an adventure, you are immediately knocked out and your turn immediately ends. So I think this is correct. This is the right way to do this, hopefully. Otherwise I think I will be even more hurt by continuing on doing this. But yeah, that was awesome. Great. So my my turn ends. I have this. I cannot roll more than 2 dice, or I have to take exhaustion. And then I have this that I can take an exhaustion to receive some combat bonus. But yeah, that's overshadowed by I cannot roll more than 2 dice or take exhaustion. So yeah, let's end the turn by rolling for the Doom track here. And that's 17, so this goes up now. Go back up to 18 here. Here we go. This is quite humorous actually. And now we have to roll for every item that has a cost of 5 or less. So first off, for this here, roll. So a 1 to 5 we discard. For 6 to 10 we keep the item. 7, so we keep that item. This ally here we discard. The Crystal of Tival we keep. The Cloak of Deception we discard. Alright, it's not that bad. We didn't have that many items that were 5 or less. So yeah, great. Awesome. So let's move on here. Still, I guess the plan is still the same. Trying to get enough gold to either buy this shield here or Jitra. Right now the shield looks more appealing actually, but yeah, let's see. We come to our movement phase, and I think I cannot. I have to suffer here. So let's see. I will take 1 exhaustion to be able to roll my full 5 dice. Alright. Because this new rule exists in Zanaga where I can rest with some of the dice after I've rolled, I can actually heal this with excess rolls. So this shouldn't be that much of a problem. Right now I think I'm gonna focus on getting to this adventure here, so I need 3 planes, and I have that here. So we have 3 planes, and then I'm gonna rest with one of these dice that's left after I have used the movement here. So I will heal myself or rest away this exhaustion token, and then I will move to here. I think the Lost City counts as a city. When you are knocked out, you are moved back to the nearest city. So I chose to stay here because this was because I think this is a city. So I chose to stay there. So now we get to resolve an adventure. Let's draw this green adventure here. Makin Farseeker. We have to add, before I forget, we do have to add this beforehand. So here we go. Some young Machina seize by wanderlust and leave their clans. Most are never seen again. If Makin Farseeker is on the roaming monster track, its terrain symbol automatically matches your space. Well, every terrain symbol matches my space because of this ritual we had here. So Reward, receive 2 gold. If you defeat Makin Farxir as a roaming monster, receive 1 experience points. That's not the case. He's not that dangerous, I will not be discarding him. And then we have to fight him. So we have to defend in ranged combat. He has a value of 13. We have a value of 3. So we now have to roll 10 or higher. And that's 13. So I defend successfully. Then we have to defend in melee. Combat value of 11. I need a 10 or higher here as well. And that's 19 actually. So I defend. And then we attack in magical combat. And we have a value of 6. So we now attack here. We need 5 or more. And that's just 5. Great. First we roll 19 and then we roll 5. But alright. So then we have to place these. Obviously there are no moon symbols up there, so we need a new yellow ritual. This one fortunately has some moons. So here we go. I'm starting to regret taking that extra rule. I think it will be really dangerous to me. But yeah, here we go. This guy is defeated. We get 2 gold. And 1 experience. Now if this guy was on the roaming track, we would have gotten an extra experience, and that's why, I think because of all of this, because of what happened, this is why the monsters are so tough, and because or why they give such great rewards, because yeah, it's quite dangerous here. So he is now discarded. We take this off the map here. And we move on. So we have to roll for the Doom track again. And that's 15, so that's fine. And let's see, we move to 17 here. Nothing else happens. And it's the next turn. So now we get to roll again. We are perfectly healthy still. We do take all 5. And we need some roads and a forest. Do we have a forest? We have no forest at all. Do we have a hill? We have a hill. So let's see, 3 roads and a hill. Can we make it up there? Yes, we can. So we will move here. Well, we don't have any. No, I mean, oh man, well, that's bad. That wasn't a road, that was a... that's actually plains. We have 2 plains, but after that we cannot do much else. Well, we have a road, a hill, but no forest. Yeah, that was why we couldn't move to this guy here. Oh man. So now the question is, which one of these items is more important to me? The Shield of Light or Jitra the Fierce? They cost the same because I can lower the cost of Jitra with by 3 with this card here. So it's the cost is not important, and I think I want to go for Jitra because she can help me fight a lot of these more dangerous monsters. So I will move 2 plains and one hill, moving into the hill area here, up here. And then we have to encounter, well then yeah, we only used 3 dice for that, so then we will, I forgot to add this exhaustion because of this ritual that we have. So I will add an exhaustion, but then we choose to remove one of our dice to rest, so that goes away immediately. And then we have to have a roaming adventure here because we ended ended our turn on a place without an adventure. And because of this card, everything matches our symbol, so we can choose which one of these we want to fight. So let's see, they give 2 gold and 1 experience, 2 gold, 2 gold, 2 gold, 2 gold, 2 gold. So this flinger might be an idea. Yeah, I think I'm gonna chance it. I have to do something drastic here. So I'm gonna fight the Makin Flinger here. Let's see, before combat, the player to your left must choose one of your allies. That ally must attack during this combat's first range phase. I don't have any allies, so yeah. This is not a drawback per se. But then we have to defend here, and it has a value of 15, I have a value of 3, so we need 12 or higher. And that's 19, that's great. So we defend, and then it doesn't attack in melee, and we will attack in magical combat. We have a value of 6, so we only need 3. So we need to be damned unlucky here. And that's not the case, we are really lucky. Or not really, we are just rolling normally, so we defeat this stupid thing. Have to place here. Oh my god. Again, we complete this ritual now. So let's see what this is. Remember, you have to complete the leftmost first, if you can complete several of these. Rite of Flesh. When this ritual is completed, starting with the active hero and continuing clockwise, heroes must take 1 wood for each roaming monster with a terrain symbol that matches their hero space. We are now at a hill location. So that is 1 hill only. Alright, well, it's not that bad, but we do take one wound here. And then we have to resolve the omen. All heroes and all allies take 1 wound. Take an additional wound here. Great. And then we have to place the second counter here, resolving this. Rite of Stars. When this ritual is completed, starting with the active hero and continuing clockwise, each hero must roll 1 movement die. If the movement die result does not have any terrain symbols that matches the hero space, he must take 1 wound. Okay, so let's hope for a hill here. That's not a hill, so of course we take additional wound here. Resolve the omen. All allies take 1 and then add a roaming monster. We had to do that last ritual as well, so here for the first ritual we had this guy. Oh man, there we go. And now we have to add yet another one, and that will knock this stalking Makin off the track. Completing 2 more rituals. First this one here. When this ritual is complete, start with the active continue clock. Each hero may replenish 1 adventure counter on the board. Then the active hero must place the lost city on his space. Okay. May, but I will be doing this. I place this guy back here again. Well, actually I could place him up here now. There's an open space up there, so now I have some room to move here. And then we move the lost city to our location. Great. Then we resolve this here. Let's see, this one is discarded. This one is placed here. This is insane. This is just insanity. I don't know, man. I don't know about this, guys. I don't know. Okay, so now we resolve this and then we die. Great. This is 1 wound to each hero and then an extra. Place an extra. Let's see, did I do this correctly? Yeah, I did. Or did I? No, wait, this is the guy that I defeated. Yeah, this is the way it should have been. I defeated this guy, and then the Servant of the Mists is the one that needs to go up here. So this is discarded, but then sadly we do complete yet another ritual up here. When this ritual is completed, replenish all adventure counters on the board. Then the active hero must place the low. It's the same basically. Okay. So now discard it up there, and then well, yeah. Yeah, I don't actually know how this works now. Oh man, because I died before completing this last ritual. I actually died before that. I took one wound and died. So I think first off that's really tough. I don't know if I die and then complete the ritual, or if I just complete all of the rituals and then I die afterwards. I don't know how this works. I'm not sure. So I think I'm gonna play it like I die or am knocked out. Have to discard everything again. Great. And have to discard one of these. I'll discard the Dead Man's Compass. And then I spawn at the Lost City here, where I had, which I placed with the last ritual, and then I take a wound from this ritual of rebirth. That's quite a thematic name for this ritual here. And then I have to place yet another monster here. So here we have the Eyes of the Dead, and that will knock off Naga Acolyte here. We have to place more rituals here, so now those are the yellow ones. Great, that's a moon, so we place a moon there, but still we need a sun. That's sun, so we place a sun token here. Naga Acolyte is discarded. Oh man. And then this is moved here. I don't know about this. I gotta say, I don't know about this. Finally, I think I'm done. And then I defeated this guy, but yeah, sadly, no reward or anything. I had to discard everything. Great. Because my turn immediately ends, so I don't get to reap any rewards at all. Awesome-o. We roll for the Doom track. That's 8, so nothing happens here at least. Alright. And yeah. So let's see, now I am wounded. I can only roll 4 dice here. I take an exhaustion marker because I roll more than 3 dice or more than 2. Let's hope for a hill. And we have a hill, so that means that I can use one of the other ones to rest. So I will get rid of this exhaustion marker, and then I will move into the space here, attacking this challenge, green challenge here. Man, I feel like I should upload this and actually see if people react to this or not. Because I don't know if this is the way it's meant to be. I mean, this rule is terrible, actually. I really regret playing with this 2 token rule. This was a terrible experience so far. But okay, it's this green challenge up here. We draw the next challenge here. It's a skull and a moon. Priest of Taraki. Magic. Draw and place 1 ritual token on this card at the beginning of each magic phase. Awesome. Awesome. Just great. Reward. Receive 1 gold and take this card. If your hero does not have any exhaustion at the beginning of the experience step, you may discard this card to turn a number of wounds on your hero into exhaustion up to your stamina value. Well, at least that is good enough, I suppose. So we now fight this guy. No ranged or melee phase, but we get to the magical phase, and we have to add yet another here, so that's a sun. And then we attack him. We have a value of 6, it has a value of 12, and that's 8, so that's good enough. So now we kill this guy, and because we made a successful magical attack, I heal. And then we have to place these again up here. The moon, this, so we now complete yet another ritual, obviously. While this ritual is in play, when ritual tokens are placed on ritual cards, they are considered to be a wild symbol. Ritual tokens may be placed on any ritual in play, even if it's not a match. Well, at least that's okay. So I will place it up here to keep as a reminder. And then we have to resolve the sun omen here, taking a wound and adding a monster to the roaming track here, knocking this one off. Great. So this is the wild. This is just ridiculous. I mean, this is just ridiculous. Now we complete yet another ritual, and then we have to draw another one after that. So yeah. Alright, well, let's first add this new monster here so we know what it is. Here we go. It's a shaman. So here we go. And then we complete this ritual. Oh man. While this ritual is in play, hero must roll 2 or less movement dice during their movement step. Awesome, great, just marvelous, just amazing. Why not? And then another roaming monster. Sure. This is escalating to ridiculous levels. Alright, here we go. So it's the Greenwood Warden. Here we go. We had 2 skulls up here first, so we now have to place them. We can use any symbol now, everything is considered wild. So we do that, and then we add this, complete yet another ritual. While this ritual is in play, heroes may discard experience point during their experience step for heal. To heal. For each experience points a hero discards, he may discard a wound or all exhaustion from his hero or ally. Sure, bunch of stay in play effects here. Take a wound, and add a monster. Alright, this one is knocked off. These move. And we add a new one. Doesn't really matter, everything is considered wild cards. Then we have to place these up here. Like I said, they are all considered wild ones, so this doesn't matter. This is yet another completed one. And as you can see, this is just a never-ending circle. When this ritual is completed, replenish all adventure counters, then yeah, Sure. Let's add one of these guys here. Take another wound. And replenish yet another monster. And this will now go on until I die. Which will be now, pretty much. So here we go, we move these. I mean, this is just laughable. This is just laughable at this point. Completely laughable. This rule is just, I don't get it. I don't understand. I mean, maybe I've found some ridiculous combo here with the Herod and the Stalker and this rule, but this is just, I mean, come on. This is terrible. This is probably the worst experience I've had in any board game ever. This is just terrible. You just move, die, move, die, move, die, and that's all you do right now. Still these up here to place. Yep, place these on here. These now complete since it's only 3 spaces and we have 3 tokens. So this is now complete. Rite of Suffering. How right you are. How right you are. When this ritual is complete, all heroes except the active hero must take 2 wounds. Well, at least I don't die from this immediately, but then obviously we have to resolve here the omen. So we take 1 wound and we die. So we are killed. And we move to the lost city here. This guy was successfully defeated, however. We have to discard the Shame and Bones. And then we have to add yet another monster because of the omen effect. Now this will move up here. The Servant of the Mist is discarded. This is just, I mean, this is impossible. I don't know. I think I broke the game. I think I broke this game, actually. Yeah. None of these matter now because everything is wild. Anyway, yet another ritual. Oh man, it has 2 spaces. Come on. So this is immediately completed. Replenish all adventure counters. Must place the Lost City. Well, I have the Lost City. This doesn't do anything. And then all allies take a wound. And yet another monster needs to be added. So this now moves here. This guy moves away. Move, move, move. I refuse to stop the video. I just refuse to stop it. So here we go. Tainted Wild Dog. Alright, then we have to place these. Thankfully, mercifully, it has 3 spaces. So we have stopped. I found the breaks. Well, yeah. So, I think I'm gonna upload this and then I'm gonna give everyone today, this is Saturday, so I'm gonna give everyone until Sunday morning here to comment on this. If you want me to continue playing, I will do it. Or if you want me to restart, not using this stupid rule, I will do that. And I will probably do my very best to not get this god again. I think she's just simply ridiculous. This has been one of the worst experiences I've had playing not only this game but pretty much playing board games in quite a while. Yeah, so comment and Tell me what you think. Tell me if I misplayed something. Maybe I did something incorrectly, but I've been following the rules the best I can, and I think this is the way you should play it. And I don't know if they just didn't think of this situation, or maybe if this situation is really rare and I just found something that completely wrecks gameplay, but this was just simply miserable. Like, look at this. This is the monster pile. Just look at this. There are probably 25 monsters in here. That's how many I've discarded and placed here, and these are the rituals. Just look at this. These are my rituals in play. There are 4 of them here and 1 here. There are 5 rituals in play, and I'm only at level 1. I cannot roll more than 2 dice. I have to roll 2. I can roll a maximum of 2 dice. I mean, this is just crippling. I'm not gonna be able to make it. So yeah, tell me what you think of this. If I have not heard anything from anyone, or if people want me to restart, I'm gonna do that. I'm probably gonna restart anyway, but if you wanna see me go through this crappy motion, I will do it, but then I will probably not film everything. Well, actually, there is no, I mean, there is no point in going through this. I will not be successful. I have 2 dice and I am level 1. This will just be a painful playthrough. So yeah, I will upload this so you can see, but then I'll probably restart the playthrough tomorrow with some better rules. So yeah, bye for now.